What are illustrators and what is the society?
Well, the Pittsburgh Society of Illustrators is the fourth largest society of illustrators in the country. And illustration is applied art. It's usually narrative in nature. It tells a story, expresses a point of view, and it educates and informs the viewer about the subject that it's illustrating.
So it could be painting or drawing, could be different medium.
It can be any medium that you can think of, any style. Within our membership, we have every illustration style eclectically represented.
And let's take a look at some pictures, some of them for the show. What was the criteria for entering the show?
The criteria was that it had to be a subject that was based in Pittsburgh, a story that came out of Pittsburgh within the last 250 years, because the show was supposed to be a kind of forerunner to the Pittsburgh 250 celebrations this year.
Okay, gotcha.
And so, Fred, we're looking at some of these wonderful images, and they're so diverse. Tell me a little bit about these and how they represent our area.
Well, the one you're showing right now is a tribute to Pennsylvania Railroad by our member Don Henderson, and he uses computers to generate his images. As Rick was saying before, our styles are incredibly eclectic, from cartoons to portraits to historic to sports to magazine, editorial, sci-fi, everything. Getting our members to focus on the theme of Pittsburgh recast was an interesting challenge, because they had to look inside themselves to stories that they wanted to tell pictorially. And the show really appeals to all ages and all levels of, how people react to art. It's really art that everybody can enjoy.
And where is the exhibit, guys? I'm sorry, did I miss it?
The exhibit's at the Heinz History Center on the fourth floor in their community gallery.
Good, good. And it's something you're proud of? You've been there? You've toured it?
Very proud of it. I certainly walked through that exhibit many a time since it's been up.
Good.
And tell me a little bit about just different people's interpretations, because these are so interesting. Tell me what we're looking at here.
Well, this piece is by Patty Lipinski, and it's a recollection of the Heaven. This piece is Frank Harris's piece, Dude, Where's My Flying Car? And he's rhapsodizing about how technology promised flying cars by the 60s. Here's his piece called Robot Andy, and it's a tribute to the Robotics Institute at Carnegie Mellon. I mean, the ideas come from everywhere, but they're all inspired by local stories and themes. Here we have Match.com by Jen Scanlon, and it describes an event that never really happened, of course. And you see many, many different kinds of works. That wall there, pieces by Rhonda Libby, that's George Gott's piece there, a wonderful homage to the 1754 period, and as George says, this is the real start of the American Revolution.
And so these pieces really look at both Pittsburgh's past, present, and future.
Yes.
Yeah, there's Billy Kahn right there,
yes.
a Pittsburgh kid. Oh, that's incredible.
Tell me about this one. I thought this was interesting.
Those are my works. That's a two-part work, and I'm contrasting older settlers who lived off the land versus newer professional people of this age group, and challenging the audiences to place themselves in the show. How are you being recast?
How old is your society, the Society of Illustrators?
We're 10 years old. We just, in fact, this Pittsburgh recast is our 10th anniversary show.
Congratulations.
Which just nicely coincides with the Pittsburgh 250 anniversary.
Yeah, sure.
So this is really to also honor the city's history as well.
Right. It really is a meeting of two milestones for us.
And 10 years to the day ago, we had our first group show 1 block east of here in the old Art Institute Gallery on Penn Avenue. And we had 14 showers and 28 members at the time, and now we have 130 members, and there are 38 exhibitors.
And
nice.
Are a lot of these illustrators professionals where we might see their work elsewhere?
Oh, absolutely. People do work for local clients as well as national clients.
Wonderful.
Outstanding. All right, well, guys, thanks so much. Best of luck with the show.
Thank you very much.
Folks, if you're interested in seeing some great art, just be sure to stop by and check out Pittsburgh Recast by the Pittsburgh Society of Illustrators. The exhibit on display, as Rick and Fred were mentioning, at the Heinz History Center, 4th floor, now through March the 31st.